Hey guys, Joe here with Dogfish Tackle. This is our Dogfish Stik 8-foot Coastal Series rod. This is a 8-foot tarpon killing machine. If you've been searching for that tarpon rod that does everything and makes you super happy, makes you want to jump up and down and spit jelly beans, this is the rod. Because I'm telling you right now, we've spent 2 years developing this rod, and all of the things that you've picked up in your life when you were tarpon fishing, and you've picked up other rods and you say, why? Why do they do this? Why do they make this rod so stiff that if I catch a fish on this, I'm gonna have to go see a chiropractor because it's gonna break my back and possibly break the fish's neck? We didn't do that. We gave you everything that you wanted. We gave you this perfect light tip. You can throw a crab, you can throw a threadfin, you can throw this thing a country mile. You want to throw a big swim bait to tarpon? Go for it, because it's ready for you. You want the rod to have enough backbone, you can pull that fish backwards, bring his head back underwater, and not have to worry about spending 4 hours fighting a fish. It's got that too. We really spent the time on this rod because so many companies out there do not build a good tarpon rod. You have companies that have people out there that don't tarpon fish building a tarpon rod, and we did. We really spent the time on this rod. We've had a great tarpon rod in the past, and I'm here to tell you that this rod supersedes that old tarpon rod. This rod is a killer. Let me start first by telling you it's a very parabolic bending rod. This rod does have that forgiveness, so you're not pulling hooks constantly on these fish. It's not a super fast taper where it catches 3 foot down. We don't want that. We found that over the years fishing with rods like that, they give you that tip action that you want to throw the crab, they give you the backbone that you want, but the one thing is they're not forgiving at all. So if you have people on board that are fighting a tarpon and forget to give them that extra space when they're jumping, this rod has a little bit of forgiveness there to stop that from happening. We put enough guides on it too. You see rods out there that you're like, dude, they could have put 2, 3 more guides on there. You don't have to worry about that here. We did. It's ready to rock. This is double-footed Alps zirconium inserted guides. The other thing that we did too here was we didn't put this crazy long reel seat to where you're way out here fighting on it. We don't want you to lose, having the ability to rear back. Like if you see some of these rods, they're like the reel's way out here, you got a foregrip that's way up here. No, we want you to be able to pump that fish. So you're able to sit here on your hip and pumping it. We do that rubber gimble right here that is locking, so you can see right here this will lock right into your rod holders. And then the other thing that we do too is we do a Fuji double locking reel seat, so under pressure you're fighting fish constantly day in and day out. You're not worrying about that loosening up and your reel falling off in the middle of fighting a fish, or falling off while you're running offshore for that matter, or running down the beach for that matter. A lot of people also are looking not just tarpon fishing. You want to go offshore and throw crabs to permit. And one of the things that we have here in the Gulf is we had a lot of big Goliath grouper over these permit wrecks that we're fishing. And, a big downfall to some of the rods are there's not enough meat back there to get that fish up, so you're not having to worry about Goliaths eating them. And the guys that are purists that are, that are letting those fish go, we don't want to see Goliaths eating our permit. We want to let those fish go and swim. So that's a big key for us. The other thing is if you're throwing big jigs, like guys up in the Panhandle, people on the East Coast, or even out here for cobia, this is a great rod for doing that. It gives you all of the things that you want. It gives you castability, it gives you durability, and it'll give you all the backbone that you need to land those bigger fish. This is a fish killing machine. If you need an 8-foot rod for throwing big live baits, big artificials, this is the rod for you. This is our Dogfish Stik Coastal Series 8-foot rod. If you need any more information, feel free, give us a call, 727-393-2102. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We give you tons of information all the time, but even more, you can always reach out to us. We're very personable. We're always here to help you. Make sure you go and follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching the video. Hope this helped.